Welcome back to 5 Minute Fantasy Football. We're here to talk about quarterbacks this year. We're going to talk about our values and let's look at the underdog projections for all of the quarterbacks before we get into our favorite values. Before we get into that, make sure you go download Underdog Fantasy Football, start playing best ball, and use promo code FFSGPN so they know we sent you. So again, let's look at all of the quarterbacks and how they're projected. Let's look at the top guys: Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Anthony Richardson. What we know based on the data, and Underdog does a great job of letting you know all the information that they have, is that the top regular season scorers have gotten their quarterback in rounds 3 or 4. So that means you're talking in between the 24th pick and the 48th pick. And so that's going to be one of these top guys: Allen, Hurts, Jackson, Mahomes, typically. Of course, Richardson, Stroud, Murray, those guys could jump up into that. I really, really like Kyler Murray this year. I think he's a fantastic value, and you could see that ADP jump up a little bit. Then you have Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, and then Jordan Love. So you have Allen, Hurts, Jackson as your top 3, Mahomes, Richardson, Stroud, Murray, Burrow, Prescott, Love, and then Jaden Daniels. Jordan Love at 11 is interesting, and Jaden Daniels is right outside that top 100, and that's where I started looking at outside of the top 100. I'll consider that some values, and they say that normally people that are getting their QB2, they're getting them in between rounds 8 and 11, and your third guy is usually after round 16. So some of the guys that I really like are going to be a little bit below this. So you're going to look at Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is a guy where we really, really like Matthew Stafford's. We really like his weapons. Well, then you got to like him too. And so Stafford's down here. They got him projected as QB 19. Last year, Puka Nacua blew up. We had a little bit of Tyler Higbee, but Cooper Kupp was not himself. Year 2, off of the ACL injury, we could see Cooper Kupp bounce back, at least have a full season. He also had the hamstring injuries, things like that. And so that's why I'm really high on Matthew Stafford. Love the cost, love the weapons, and I always say it's really contradictory to love the weapons and not like the quarterback. The next guy on the list is going to be Deshaun Watson. I know it sounds scary, but in half the games he played, he was usable for best ball purposes. He's still got some rushing upside. They've done a lot to move more towards a passing offense. And so if the offensive line can hold up, Deshaun Watson could be good for fantasy football this year. You got Kirk Cousins right here. Kirk Cousins, QB 18. He gets a new home in Atlanta. Of course, the Achilles is tough, but he's got Kyle Pitts. He's got Drake London. Darnell Mooney's kind of a sneaky play. And then you have Bijan Robinson coming out of the backfield. Just some easy production for Cousins. And you're going to see a lot of dump offs, I think, with Bijan Robinson. But right there, Cousins. And then look at right ahead of him, Justin Herbert. Herbert last year had 8 usable games on a really crappy offense. He didn't run the ball that much due to all the injuries. You could see him run a little bit. Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick. We've seen different quarterbacks, Andrew Luck, run in this Harbaugh offense. Yeah, it's not going to be super pass heavy. Yeah, he doesn't have great weapons, but Herbert should still be able to get it done, and you're not having to pay up for him at all. And then Jared Goff right there, QB 16, one of the best offenses. Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield, Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown. And then my last guy is Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy was usable in 9 games last year. You're getting him at QB 13. He was QB 6. Really, really love Brock Purdy, and I think that you're going to get a lot of value if you can go get him. So, again, this is 5 Minute Fantasy Football. We did it. That's 5 minutes. Good luck this season.